Legacy of Kain Ascendance has released, and this is going to be my mini review slash impressions that I do as I play through the game and give you guys some raw gameplay footage and my thoughts as I'm working my way through this thing. What I'll say right off the bat is my first impressions is that this game does indeed exist, and I'm glad it exists. I don't know that this is something that I really wanted as a fan, as a long-term fan of the series, but it does exist. But let's get into it. What do I really think about the gameplay, first of all? It feels unpolished. It feels a little amateur. Specifically with the enemies, their AI, they tend to jump off the ledges a lot and they move around sporadically. The controls are pretty basic. You've got movement, basic movement. You got a jump button, you got an attack button, you've got a kind of roll or a dodge depending on what character you're using. Raziel got a fire move off of his triangle or his Y button, depending on which controller scheme you're using. And then you also had a parry, a counter. Those are the first few gameplay mechanics that you have from the very beginning. Hopefully it opens up. I will say that I've only played as a couple of characters so far. I played as Raziel's lost sister, who maybe she was mentioned in the other games. I don't think so, but she's there and, kind of shows some events from her perspective that maybe you wouldn't have seen from a different perspective when you play through the main titles. And then I've played as human Raziel, the Seraphan Knight, going in and killing Janos Ordrin and then getting killed by himself. And you see those events playing out through his perspective, storming the castle of Janos Ordrin and also fighting him. So you see that Seraphan versus Janos Ordrin battle. Graphics wise, the game is a 2D platformer. It feels a little amateur. It feels like maybe there was some AI used. I don't know. I don't want to insult the team that worked on the game, but I don't know enough about that area to know what happened. But that's what it feels like when I play through it. The music, God, the sound is okay, but even within the first hour or two, you hear a lot of repeated lines. There's one level where you're playing as Raziel's sister, and she's cutting off people's hands, and they just repeatedly scream, "Oh, my hand! Oh, my hand! She cut off my hand!" repeatedly. It's like you hear it 100 times. And then the other thing is, by default, the music is just really loud. I didn't understand why the music had to be so loud. That's my first impressions, really. Is it a bad game? No, I don't think it's bad. I'm glad it exists. I'll keep playing through it because I think it's useful for me to play through it. I do want to support the series as a whole, but is this something that I was hoping for as a Legacy of Kain fan, longtime series follower and player? Not really, and I don't know if there was anyone who really did hope for this. So I'll keep playing through it, and we'll see what happens. Maybe it gets better. Maybe it stays the same. We'll see.